Hello friends, today I'm here to show you a really cool experiment, and I'm going to explain this very quickly because I don't want to lose a lot of water that's held with this half-cutted bottle from a water bottle, and I drilled a hole that I can insert this straw inside. It's now the water's leveled, and I have some things that right here on this table. I have a spoon, food coloring, and a very thin container that I'm going to use. That will be the last step. So what I'm going to do before I'm going to put this in, use this technically, I'm going to add food coloring for this, and I'm going to mix it with my spoon. Right. Now mix it up. There. Now it's much more orange. I want to put food coloring for this because I want to make it much more visible so that you can see it. Alright, I think that's good enough. Alright. Now, all we have to do is add this thing, which I'm going to try to be careful. Alright. That was very close. Okay. Alright, this is the last step, and all I have to do is insert this in. See this? It's flowing in through the straw. So, I wonder why this happened, and I'm going to explain that after I clean this up. So, I'll be back.
3 days later.
Hello friends, I am back, yes, and I'm sitting right here with a board of this diagram that I've showed you from the experiment. So what I've showed you here is that there are three components that I want to talk about first to keep going. Is that so here? These are the components that we saw from the experiment. From that half bottle when we dropped water, and you see there's water as an example, yes. But I'm going to talk about these components. I don't know why I have so much trouble with saying that word. And yeah, so here, this part that we saw was the half-cutted bottle, and we call this the reservoir. I think you heard of that name, probably. And this thing that we inserted in is called a bell. And the last but not least, the straw is called the riser. And like I said, you see water as an example, yes. And what I'm going to show you about is that these three components play a role that we call this hydraulic, what do we call it? A hydraulic experiment called siphon action. A siphon action tells us that there will be a vacuum, and that vacuum will take in that water to the other side. And it's like high pressure and low pressure. It's like that thing. And you can search it up if you want to learn more of that information. So, what actually is happening is that there's going to be a siphon action where the water right here is now on this level. But if we add more water, I'm going to change a marker. Let me just do that quick. Is that here, it's in this level, right? If we add more water to this right here, to about this level, it's at the equal range with the riser on top, at the top of that point of that riser. But as we add more, it forms this seal. It forms this seal that water somehow comes together. This seal. This water seal. And then due to gravity, it falls now. It falls, 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 falls. Alright? Due to gravity. Yes, we know that. But since this is low pressure here, because it was actually, because atmospheric air pressure is equal before. But now since the riser is blocked, this is low pressure, which means it's creating a vacuum. Because of the water now water is trying to suck in through, and that's why the vacuum is created. And gravity, since it's falling down, it's trying to grab more water because of the vacuum, like I said, like probably like a billion times. I don't know why. So now it falls, and it takes that water from there, and then it's gonna be like this, until it's enough for that air from the outside. Alright, let me just clean this up. Until air is allowed to come in, and thus lets it out, and it falls. And I'm gonna erase like this. Bad erasing, yeah, but at least I'm showing you something. So it'll be like this. Now it's on this level, because since now the since there is a space created, that air can come in now. So that's how a siphon action works. So I hope I explained it very well. I probably said some things about like billions of times, probably at least, to make you understand. And I hope you enjoy this. So I think my work is done here. I'll see you later, guys.